Hello. Today I want to talk about cash flow. Cash flow is a struggle for so many entrepreneurs. Um, and I'm going to give you some tips to help that not be a struggle for you. So, why is it a struggle? Well, a lot of times we're waiting for money to come in, right? If we're not paid up front or if we're not paid in advance, sometimes we're waiting for money to come in that we don't know when we're going to get paid, right? Even if you are getting paid up front or in advance or have a payment plan, sometimes there are slow periods, right? There are slow periods in your business, and you still have to support yourself and maybe even a team. So, those things can be super challenging for any entrepreneur. And how I help you with that is knowing your numbers. So if you are not looking at a profit and loss, at a minimum, the profit and loss, like should be looking at profit and loss, balance sheet, and cash flow statement every single month. But if you're not at least looking at your profit and loss every single month, plus the other two, I am sorry. You have to look at all of them. You can't just get away with the profit and loss. If you're not looking at those, like, and analyzing them, like, okay, I know like this next month is going to be slow. How am I going to prepare for that? Typically, in the history of my business, summers are slow, or August is slow, or December is slow, or whatever particular month is typically slow. If you know that because you're looking at your monthly financials, you can protect yourself from a cash flow issue. And there are a couple ways you can protect yourself. One, you can put money aside, right? You know, um, for instance, I work with a lot of interior designers. Typically, January is a very slow month for interior designers. People are just coming off of Christmas and they're like, oh, you know, that's other stuff can wait. So if you know that about your business because you've been looking at your numbers and you've been analyzing and you know there's a particular month that is slower than others during the year, you can protect yourself in two different ways. One, you can put some money aside. So let's say you have a month that's more lucrative, right? Instead of spending that money, you have the opposite effect of, a slow month. You have a month that's usually more lucrative. Take that money and put it aside for your slow month. Also, you can get a line of credit for your business. So, having a line of credit does two things. It helps you adjust to these slow cash flow periods, and it also starts building your business credit, which is very important. So, those are just a couple of hints, but really know your number, know what you need every single month to keep the lights on and protect yourself when you know like cash flow doesn't typically come in at the same rate in any particular month. So have a little cushion, whether it's through a line of credit or through some savings in your business. Have that cushion, be prepared, know what those months are so you don't start spiraling when it happens. And you can still pay yourself and pay your team in those months if you have one. All right. Hope this was helpful and thank you. I'll see you next in the next one.